Welcome to our introduction to events and event sources in Java GUI programming. In this video, we'll begin by understanding what events are and how they represent user actions or system occurrences that your application can respond to. Next, we'll explore event sources, the components that generate events, such as buttons or text fields. Finally, we'll cover event registration, the process of associating event listeners with event sources so that your application can handle and respond to these events appropriately. Ready to get hands-on with event-driven programming? Let's dive in. In Java, an event is defined as an action or occurrence that a program can detect and respond to, such as a mouse click, key press, or window resize. Each event is represented by an event object, which encapsulates crucial information about the event, including its type and the source component that triggered it. For example, when a button is clicked, an action event object is created, detailing that specific action. Common event types include action event for button clicks, mouse event for mouse interactions, key event for keyboard actions, and window event changes related to window behavior. Understanding these components is essential for effective event-driven programming, allowing developers to create responsive and interactive applications that react appropriately to user input and system changes. In Java's event-driven programming model, an event source is defined as any object that generates events, such as buttons, text fields, or other interactive components. These sources play a crucial role in the event handling system, as they are responsible for creating and dispatching events to registered listeners. For instance, a JButton acts as an event source by generating an action event when it is clicked, signaling to any registered action listener that an action has occurred. This mechanism allows applications to respond dynamically to user interactions, making event sources essential for creating responsive and interactive user interfaces. Event registration is the process of linking event sources with their corresponding event listeners, enabling the listeners to respond to events generated by the sources. This involves registering an event listener with an event source so that when a specific action occurs, such as a user interaction, the appropriate listener is notified. For example, when you add an action listener to a JButton, you are effectively registering that listener to handle button clicks. This setup allows the application to execute specific code in response to the button being clicked, creating a dynamic interaction between the user and the interface. As we wrap up our exploration of events and event sources, we've covered the foundational elements that drive interactivity in Java applications. We started by understanding what events are: key signals that something has occurred, such as a user action or a system change. We then examined event sources, the components or objects that generate these events, and learned how they play a crucial role in the event-driven programming model. Finally, we delved into event registration, the process of linking event sources with event listeners to handle and respond to events. With these concepts in hand, you're now equipped to build responsive and interactive applications. Embrace these principles to effectively manage and respond to events in your Java programs. Happy coding, and may your event handling always be seamless and efficient.